This is the second part of the topic contour integrals. In this lecture, we will state the properties of the contour integrals and we will do some problems. We can discuss a theorem which states the properties of contour integrals. So the statement is given by suppose f and g are continuous in a domain D. In a domain D and C is a smooth curve lying entirely in D. Lying entirely in D. Then we have the properties. The first property is nothing but integral over C k into f of z dz is equal to k into integral over C f of z dz, where k is a constant. K is a constant. And second property is integral over C f of z plus g of z dz is nothing but integral over C f of z dz plus integral over C g of z dz. Third property is integral over C f of z dz is equal to integral over C1 f of z dz plus integral over C2 f of z dz, where C is the union of the smooth curves C1 and C2, where this C is the union of the smooth curves C1 and C2. Okay, that is, if C is the union of the two smooth curves C1 and C2, then we can write integral over C f of z dz as the sum of integrals over the separate curves, okay, smooth curves, integral over C1 f of z dz plus integral over C2 f of z dz. Okay. Now, fourth property is that integral over minus C f of z dz is nothing but minus integral over C f of z dz, where minus C denote the curve having the opposite direction of C, where minus C denote the curve having the opposite direction of C. Okay, these are the four properties of the contour integrals. Now we can do a problem. Evaluate integral over C x square plus I y square dz, where C is the contour given in the figure. That is, this is the real axis and this is the imaginary axis. This is the point 1 plus I. This line is C1 and this line is C2. Okay, this is C2 this is the point 1 plus 2i, this is the origin. Okay, so so this is C. C is actually this combination of the C1 and or union of C1 and C2. Okay, so this is the C. So it's a piecewise smooth contour actually. This C is actually C equal to C1 union C2. So this is C is a piecewise smooth contour. It is not smooth here. Okay. So we have to find the integral over C x square plus I y square equal to y square into y square dz, uh, where C is this union of C1 and C2. Clear. So so we can express this integral as integral over C x square plus I y square dz is nothing but integral over C1 uh, x square plus I y square into dz plus integral over C2 x square plus I y square into dz. Okay, so we can separately uh, find these integrals. Okay, so consider C1. Okay, now on C1 we have actually on C1 is this line, that is the line joining 0 0 and 1 comma 1. That is this line is C1 is actually y equal to x. Clear? Y equal to x. Therefore therefore z is equal to x plus iy, which is equal to x plus ix, since y equal to x. Therefore dz is nothing but or z dash is nothing but we can write like this, z dash is equal to 1 plus, that is z dash of, this is z of x, right? So z dash of x is equal to 1 plus I1 or 1 plus I. Clear? So our integral becomes, therefore our integral over C1 x square plus Iy square dz is nothing but, here we have y equal to x on C1. So C1 is this. So on C1 we have y equal, this is the line y equal to x. So on C1 we have y equal to x. So z of x can be, we can replace y by x, so z can be expressed as a function of x only. So z of x is equal to x plus ix. So therefore z dash of x is equal to 1 plus I. Okay, and the variation of x is nothing but x varies from 0 to 1. This is 1 actually. So x varies from 0 to 1. So this integral becomes integral x from 0 to 1 x square plus I into y square. Y is equal to x here, so I into x square. We have we have integral over c. Integral is integral f of z dz is nothing but it was that integral over c, actually this is equal to f of z of t into z dash of t dt. But in this case we are expressing this z as a function of x, so we can write like this, this into, clear, into dx. uh, Here we are actually using x instead of t, no problem. So this is nothing but x equal to 0 to 1 x square plus I x square into z dash of x is nothing but 1 plus I into dx. Okay, this is equal to integral x from 0 to 1, taking x square outside we have x square into 1 plus I into this 1 plus I is 1 plus I whole square dx. So taking 1 plus I whole square outside, 1 plus I whole square into the integral of x square, that is x cube by 3 from 0 to 1, which is nothing but 1 by 3. So 1 plus I whole cube whole square divided by 3. 1 plus I whole square divided by 3. So this is nothing but expanding this we have 1 plus I square 1 square plus I square plus 2i divided by 3, which is nothing but 1 square is 1, I square is minus 1, so 1 minus 1 is 0, so 2i by 3, that is 2 by 3i, which is the integral of this function f of z on c1. Okay, in a similar way we can find the integral of this function along along c2. Okay, so now this is along c1. Now along c2, we have the curve is nothing but this is x equal to 1, so c2 is nothing but x equal to 1 and y varies from uh, 1 to 2. This is y. Okay, y varies from, this is y equal to 1, this is y equal to 2. So along c2 we have x is equal to 1, this is constant, and y varies from 1 to 2. Clear? So along c2 we have y equal to or x equal to 1, we have x equal to 1 and y varies from 1 to 2, 1 less than or equal to y less than or equal to 2. Okay, since x equal to 1, we therefore we have z is nothing but x plus I y, but we have x equal to 1, this is 1 plus I into y, so we can express z as a function of y only, and y varies from 1 to 2. Therefore z dash of y is nothing but I itself. Okay, therefore our integral becomes integral from variation of I is nothing, integral actually integral over c to f of z dz. F of z is nothing but x square plus I y square dz. Okay, x square plus I y square dz is equal to integral y varies from 1 to 2 f of z x square, so x is actually 1 here, so 1 square plus I y square into z of y is nothing but this, z dash of y is I. Okay, z dash of y dy. Okay, so this is equal to integral y from 1 to 2, 1 plus I into y square into z dash of y is I dy. So this is nothing but taking I outside, we have the integral is nothing but y plus I into y cube by 3 from 1 to 2. So this is equal to I into 2 minus 1 upper limit minus lower limit plus I into I by 3 into 2 cube minus 1 cube, that is 8 minus 1. So this is equal to 2 minus I is 2 minus 1 is 1, I into 1 plus 7I by 3. So this is nothing but uh, multiplying this by I, we have I minus that means I into I is I square is negative 1, so minus 7 by 3. So minus 7 by 3 plus I is the value of the integral along C2. Okay, therefore we have this. From equation number 1, we have the integral over cx square plus iy square dz is nothing but the sum of the integrals along c1 and along c2. Okay, so equation number 1 implies, for equation number 1 implies integral over c f of z dz, that is x square plus iy square dz is equal to integral along c1 plus integral along c2. Okay, so this is nothing but integral along c1, we have the value is 2 by 3 I, this is 2 by 3 I plus integral along C2 is nothing but minus 7 by 3 plus I. So this is minus 7 by 3 plus I into 2 by 3 plus 1, which is nothing but minus 7 by 3 plus 5 by 3 I. So this will be the integral of x square plus iy square along the curve C. Okay, so from this example we can say that the integral over C is nothing but integral over C1 plus integral over C2, where C1 and C2 are smooth curves, such that C is the union of C1 and the C2. Clear.